Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with a free college basketball pick for you guys for Wednesday, February 21st. We're going to talk a little Florida, Alabama, not football, basketball. And to do that, we're going to bring in our guy Mike here from ASA Sports. Mike, first time me and you are doing a video, so welcome. Appreciate you coming on. This guy's been, ASA Sports, been on picksandparlays.net forever. So, appreciate you starting to come on doing some videos with us. Welcome aboard to the video section.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. Lee's taking care of most of it for us, but we're going to trade off now. I'm going to do some college, and he's going to take care of the NBA, so I'm glad you're having me.
That's fair. That's fair. A little two-headed monster. I love it. Florida Gators at the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tide minus 7.5 here. Total sits at 176.5. Mike, what are you thinking about this? Where are you going?
We're going to go with Bama in this game, actually. It opened 7.5. It's a little lighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to go a little higher than that. I like the situation for Alabama. They're playing back-to-back home games. They just beat Texas A&M 100-75 on Saturday. We know Alabama's home record is fantastic. Since the start of last year, they're 27-1 at home. Their only loss during that stretch was earlier this year in November against Clemson. It was a game where Alabama shot poorly. They shot 34%. Clemson shot over 50% overall and 50% from the three-point line. So it's just one of those games. If we look at only SEC games this year at home for Alabama, they're 6-0 straight up. They're winning those games by an average of 22 points per game. And for the season at home, 13-1. They're making money at home. They're 11-2-1 against the spread. And an interesting note, they've had one win this year at home by less than 22 points, and that's it. So they blow teams out at home. Florida in the second of back-to-back road games, not a great spot for them. They beat Georgia on Saturday. They came from behind to win, but they have a losing record. Their offensive numbers, the Gators, drop off pretty drastically on the road, as a lot of teams do, right? They're not a great shooting team to begin with. They're outside the top 100 in field goal percentage. But on the road, Lenny, they only hit 42% of their shots on the road, which isn't great. Their efficiency on the road drops to 1.07 points per possession. At home, they're almost 1.2. So that's a pretty big drop-off. The last thing I don't like about this situation for Florida is the way they play. They play fast. You don't want to play fast if you need to beat Alabama. That's my opinion, especially in Alabama. You have a better chance if you're a Clemson-type team and you slow the game down a little bit. Florida plays faster than Alabama does. They have average more possessions per game. They're both in the top 25 in possessions per game. I think that's going to give Alabama a better chance to pull away, to be honest with you. They're great at home. They average 95 points per game at home. That's number one of any home team in college basketball. They average 1.27 points per possession at home. That's number one in college basketball for any home team. And more possessions, they're going to have a chance to pull away in this game unless Florida shoots really well on the road, which they haven't done this year. So I like Alabama minus 7.5. I think that's a little light, and I think Alabama wins this by double digits.
I kind of say, yeah, I was just going to say that. I like where you're going with this one. All I hear is Alabama by double digits. That's all I kept hearing is Alabama by double digits here. So I love the 7.5. Don't forget, you guys, look over at picksandparlays.net. Use this promo code LENNY. That'll save you 20% off at checkout. When you go over there, get yourself a package deal. That's why I tell you, everybody, don't just go in for one day. Get yourself multiple days, a week pass. See where everybody goes. Everybody can get cold. Everybody can get hot. Get yourself a week or 30-day pass. That's a great deal. Great value over there. Alabama, Crimson Tide, minus 7.5 on February 21st, Wednesday. Mike, we appreciate you stopping by. I'm Detroit Lenny, Picks and Parlays. Good luck, unless you're against us, folks.
Thanks, Lenny.